All right, good morning, everybody. It's Paul Harrison here, bright and early on a Wednesday morning. As some of you will know, I'm in the middle of a move, so it's literally I'm in my office at the moment with, one of those kind of days when you don't care about where you stay anymore. It's just sort of, there's it's cold and everything like that. So I'm looking forward to making the move, but I thought I'd get this out to you before I start continue with the packing and everything like that. So without further ado, let's get into it. NAFC, that's November Alpha Foxtrot Charlie, and we got support at around about just below the $19 mark. Yep, nothing that you haven't seen there before. Nothing super scary or super exciting there. Well, super scary. It follows the rules. Okay, then we have BA, Bravo Alpha. And here we have some resistance around about the $78 mark. I'd be aware of this, though. It looks like a big up day yesterday, obviously. I'd be wanting to see what happened as and when it opens today, because with that kind of momentum, it could actually break above that resistance line. Then, of course, the trade is off. Then we have HBAN, Hotel Bravo Alpha November. We have some resistance at around about just above $7. It's come up there. It's put in a little bit of a reversal, so a little bit of a doji there, which is not a bad thing to see around HBAN. Who was talking? Oh yes, there was some. We discussed that the other night as well, didn't we? Then we have CSX, and here we have some resistance along the $23-40 mark. Again, I'd be very, very aware of this as the open, because there's a good chance it could break through that. Possibly this would not be an actual bounce either, so yeah, probably not the best thing. What I do like, though, what I kind of do like, is a longer term, the lows have been getting slightly lower here. So you see the lows have got slightly lower there. CSX, and we have WELT, WLT, and support around about the 29.76 mark. Really, I would rather see a break between these. So something like this, you've got a bounce here and a bounce there. That I would, if I was being hard on myself, I'd probably just count that as one bounce. So we've come down to the second bounce now. So but I think on the 2-year, if this was the one we were talking about on the call the other day, yeah, the 2-year one is slightly stronger on that, I think. So yeah, there we go. I do prefer taking the 1-year time frame, but again, as I'm sure you're no doubt realizing, is that it's not a hard and fast rule. As you develop with your trading, you actually find out how much the additional little tweaks that you can make as well. GG. Support at 32.02. Again, let's see what it's done up there. You see it's put in again some indecision here. It rallied a little bit off here nicely, off that support line. The only concern I have, clear zoom, is that obviously it has been downward trending pretty significantly since September. But again, the rule of thumb is a longer term trend is the stronger trend. So technically nothing wrong with that trade. Then we have SWI. SWI, I think we've got some resistance around about the $59-60 mark. It's around about that area there, but it is an upward trending support, so I wouldn't really want to go short on an upward trending stock. Then we have ECA, support at 17.75, bounce. Yeah, no major issues with that. I would rather have seen another bounce sort of mid here or something like that, but it is what it is. So not a huge issue. CRMT, we've got some pretty decent resistance at around about the 48.80 mark, 48.90, 49 mark. It has gapped up here. It moved quite aggressively up here, but this stock does tend to do that. I mean, look at what it did here. It didn't get that aggressive up here, but certainly it gapped up pretty significantly in this area. So if I was going to trade it, obviously you're going to have to use a stop order if you wanted to trade it, but I would want that change of direction, the confirmation of the change of direction anyway. Then we have M. M resistance at around about the 41.72 mark. What else can I see here for you? Some internal support around about maybe 38. I do like this little thing here, this little downward facing doji. So that's pretty much as textbook as you can get for an entry point. Clear zoom. But yeah, I would obviously want to use a stop order to get into the trade if I was going to trade it. IMAX. Resistance around about 26. That spike may went a little bit too high. You could have a pretty decent range on the stock should it come back down to the $19 mark. But yeah, the range is pretty decent there. But then again, with a stock, a lot of time you find these stocks that have good ranges, they don't turn cleanly. If you find a stock that's turned cleanly on a resistance line or a support line and has a good range, and on top of that then gives you a nice little indication, that really is that's magic. That's magic. TER. Okay, TER, Teradyne, we've got some resistance at around about the 1760 mark. Some good bounces there. Yep, nothing else too untoward. There is an upward trending support line there over the shorter term, but again the longer term trend is that strong horizontal line. Then we got KGC and support at 1750. Sold off kind of rapidly there, but again the stock can do that. You see, again, it's so much about actually understanding the personality of the stock, and you know what these stocks are doing and what have you. So yeah, I hope that makes sense, and I hope you have a good week's trading, and I hope to be a lot more involved as of, well, a lot more settled come sort of Friday. So I will speak to you all very soon. Have a don't want to say have a fantastic weekend because I'll speak to you beforehand, but speak to you soon. Cheers, folks. Bye bye.